The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. Fair catch called for and made. So Baylor. Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college. The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college. The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they... Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football. The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football. The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Baylor Bears, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bears offense takes the field. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense set for... They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. The play-action fake. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it to the right here. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to move the chains. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Bears are on the move. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Cameron. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Bears with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. He breaks a tackle.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up.
Number 94, set to kick off.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, running back gets to give. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Continues to fight for yards. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Past the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Makes his connection. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm.
He smashes his way through again. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Richardson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. It's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hawkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Bears look to do some damage in the red zone. From the gun on 3rd down. Avoids pressure. Got rid of it just in time. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And it's right down the boulevard.
That makes the score Colorado 7, Baylor 6.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Open space at the 25. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. They'll run this play from the pistol. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Offense getting set for first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Grabbed in the middle, it's Presley.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Robertson. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Scrambling away. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the Bears line up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by a field goal over San Jose State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Going up top. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Reese. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Throws for the tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here, so maybe go into the half tied up. So, good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. He's got him this time. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
And first down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
The Bears will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Fires to the big fella. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Reels it in down the left side. Got a lot of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bucks! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. On 2nd down, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. Going up top on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Hawkins.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bears! An impressive, long, methodical Meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to San Jose State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
2nd down.
To the air, it's Sanders. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. They go to the ground. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13. They march 78 yards down the field. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drive.
Remember, it's not uncommon for offense.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Trying to get to it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cameron. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This quarterback has just been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Horn. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd down.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Smashes through. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
This time he's got his man, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Catch in the middle, it's Presley. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He wants to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Robertson. He's got his man. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gets away from one. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Presley. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
And the back onto the field. They had to.
Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. You start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Touchdown, Buffs! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume.
Pulls it in.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Tackle is made.
To the air, it's Robertson.
Second down coming up.
Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Looking to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. Looking to move it through the air. This time he's got it.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. So the extra point is good, but it is of little consequence as this game is over. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double digits.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.